So for everybody that thinks I'm lying and this is all for views, so as you can see,
What?
right here, $1,400, $1,437.70 to be exact. His truck payment is $1,600 a month.
Dang.
With an APR of 14%.
Bro, that's dang near rent.
Well, guys, I hope you're having a bad day. Now look, I know
Whoa. Why are you attacking me this early? I hope you having a bad day. Bro.
that might sound kind of harsh, but I only say that because today's video is guaranteed to make you feel better about yourself, and I wouldn't want to waste that on a day you're already feeling alright. I'm just looking out for you. People overshare on the internet. This is not new information to anybody who spent more than like 2 weeks on any sort of social media platform. Since the dawn of the modern internet, for some reason, people have felt inclined to share the most insane information about themselves, seemingly unprompted. Now, this can sometimes get some people in trouble. Not all information is meant to be shared with everybody.
Facts.
I know, shocker. But other times, it allows us to peer into the lives of others and see things that seem so foreign to us that you've kind of got to step back and appreciate the internet allowing this to happen. For example, this woman you're seeing, whose TikTok name is the Blazy Arnold, recently went viral on Twitter because she made a TikTok talking about her and her husband's absolutely insane car payments. She made like a 3-part video series where she sort of humble brags her way into telling the internet that they spend over $3,000 a month on 2 vehicles. Now in this first book,
Bro, this is never what you want to do, and this is why you got to pick your partner, strategically, because some people just don't know how to act, bro. Some people don't know how to live below their means, especially in today's times, bro. $3,000 a month on cars is absurd, bro. You know how much you got to work to pay that off, bro? And the crazy thing is, we do see more people, like with social media, we do see more people showing this side of themselves where, they trying to be relatable. They trying to show that they have issues or they have struggles. But there's also people out here who live exactly like this and they don't show it on camera. So any of y'all out there, pick your partners, choose a good partner, bro. Because you don't want to live your life in debt, bro. You don't want to do that. You want to, optimistically, you want to live a life where you are comfortable, but you're not living above your means. You know what I'm saying? And I know that is harder in today's time with all of the inflation and all of this stuff. But, bro, you don't want to get this far in debt. Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to get really, really old. And then when you want to retire, you're not going to be able to. You're going to get really, really old, and whenever you want to take care of your kids or leave your kids something, you're not going to be able to because you didn't spend all of your money on luxury items, things that you couldn't pay for, that you really didn't even need. They could have got a used car. Anyway, y'all know what I mean, bro.
Blew up, I was looking through the comments on Twitter and I was thinking, okay, maybe people aren't looking far enough into this. Maybe they've got really high-end luxury vehicles and the numbers are kind of deceiving, but no. Okay, that's not the case. I'll be the first one to tell you. It's pretty bad. So I figured we would watch this together so we can all feel just a little bit better about our recent financial decisions. Let's begin. Please subscribe. So it all started with this video where this woman was talking about how she was going to sell her Tahoe the next day, but then she ran into a trash can, and she was talking about her payments and how she was upside down in it. And I guess the comment section was full of people rightfully expressing disbelief, and it led to these next 2 videos being made.
So for everybody that thinks I'm lying and this is all for views, my car payment is $1,400 a month. My interest is 10%, like I said in my original video. I have a 84-month term.
Okay.
Something like that, I think. And yes, I purchased my car, financed it for $84,000, and I still owe almost $75,000.
What?
Like none of that was lies.
This person right here, okay, maybe not this person exactly, but this kind of person is what car salesmen see in their dreams.
Yeah,
if I had this kind of...
Not only that, it looked like she got veneers. I don't know if those her natural teeth. Hey, I'm applauding you. You look really, really good. I respect you and all of that. But ma'am, what you lacking in what you got on, I know you look good, but ma'am, it's not adding up. What do you mean? You leased it for 84, if I'm right. I forgot what she said. $84,000 and you still owe $75,000? You should not have done that. You knew, there's no way you thought you could afford that.
car payment, it would go with me to my grave. Not a soul on the planet would ever be told, ever. This is something you should genuinely be embarrassed about. This is not something anybody should know about you. Having an auto loan like this is screaming the only reason I bought this car is to look rich to my neighbors and my peers.
Facts.
But spoiler alert, I can't actually afford it.
So as you can see, right here,
That's not on top of the house.
$1,400. $14.37.70 to be exact.
My sister in Christ, you know everybody can see that it says past due 17 days, right? Are people really this oblivious? How do people like this exist? Two questions that I would really like answered. One, why would you ever advertise this stuff about yourself on the internet? And two, why do you seem proud about them?
Every month. Not a lie. And again, amount financed, $84,000. Principal balance, currently $74,000.
Oh my gosh.
10% APR. I don't know why you guys think I would lie about all this. This is all true. This is my life. This is what happened, what is happening, and what I am done with.
Honestly, I think people were probably leaving those comments because they didn't want to believe that anybody put themselves in this situation willingly. I mean, it's one thing if you have to have a car and you have no other choice, but doing something like this just because you want the latest and greatest white mom mobile, that's insane. I'm gonna get...
See, whenever you see stuff like this, it make you feel good about your circumstances. I get what he's saying. I hope you had a bad day because now your day's better.
Give you guys a moment to guess what you think the total price of this loan would end up being if you finance $84,000 for 84 months at 10.2% interest. I'll give you a second, okay? Just have a mental guess going on in your brain.
I'm not guessing.
Ready? About $135,000 on a car that would be worth about $20,000 by the time that you're done paying it off.
And yes, I could have used the cash that I bought the Audi with to put towards the Tahoe principal and refinanced, but that would have defeated the purpose because then I still would have had a car payment.
Hold on, wait a second here. Surely I'm mishearing you. You bought another car while you have this car payment? What? Financial literacy is a lost art, isn't it?
The whole point was me no longer wanting a car payment at all, like zero. So that is why I bought the Audi in cash. But now y'all can stop coming after me saying I'm lying about everything because I'm not lying. Like, there's your proof. This is my real life. And I don't know if you guys have noticed lately, but these are like actual prices of cars nowadays.
Why did you get it?
That's the problem.
No. Don't blame it on the... No. You could have got a used car. Stop it. You're not about to try to gaslight us and no. I see you got your eyebrows done. You look prissed up. You got tattoos. Bro, you just like spending money. I'm not going to lie. You can't... As a man, too, you can't complain. Because I know that this woman was spending money like this before. This is not just something new she just decided to start doing. No. As a man, you cannot complain that you got like you can't complain that you don't have money or you got to work extra hard when you decide to lay down and date somebody who just loves to spend money. No. This is not it. I could never.
No, that's actually not the problem here, my friend. The problem is that you do not know how to be financially responsible. Yes, a lot of cars are stupidly expensive these days, and a Chevrolet Tahoe should not be almost $100,000, but they are, and you knew that going into it. That's obviously why you bought this car. You wanted the status of having a car with that kind of price tag. Don't play dumb. I'm honestly surprised we're not looking at an Escalade in this video instead. You can still go get a Camry, or a Civic, or an Accord, or any car that's actually going to last more than 100,000 miles for like $30,000 brand new. And while that's still not cheap for a car, you might actually be able to afford it so you don't have to get an 11% interest rate over 15 years. Are car prices silly? Yes. But that's not why you're in this situation. You're in this situation because you have zero financial literacy. You bought a car in cash while you're $30,000 upside down in a car you're trying to sell. Where do you think that $30,000 is going to have to come from?
Do y'all want to know what is worse than my Tahoe payment? You guys thought that was bad.
Hold up.
Hear this one. It's my husband's truck.
Well, no surprise there. As a person who's recently joined the truck owner community, I have learned that there are two kinds of truck owners. There are people who can fully afford the kind of truck they want, so they get it. And there are people who will accept any kind of loan term whatsoever. They will do whatever it takes to get a truck they cannot afford. There's no in between. Someone, who I will not name, but they're going to know who I'm talking about if they ever see this video, in my extended family, has a 96 6-month-long loan at 24% interest.
24%? Bro, you miss a payment, you're done for, bro. I think financial literacy is something that definitely needs to be taught, but the reason that they don't teach it in school is because they wouldn't make money if everybody knew how to work their finances. They gotta have some type of barrier to wealth, and that's the barrier. Knowing how to use money, knowing all of these, because money is really a tool. I feel like if your parents didn't teach you money, you need to go out of your way to learn about money. And sometimes it takes some time, because learning something that you don't know about, you don't know where to look, bro. Go online, go on Google, go on YouTube. Please try to learn about money. It's gonna save you money, a lot more money in the long term than if you just go out here and spend whenever you feel like it. Bro, this is crazy.
A 2017 Ford F-150. The difference is that unlike these people who seem to be proud of these financial decisions, that man regrets every single thing he did in his life that led to him buying that truck. That is how you're supposed to feel. You're not supposed to brag about it on TikTok.
My husband drives a 2020 GMC AT4 Sierra 1500. We bought it in August of 2022. Financed it for $78,000. He still has a remaining balance of, I think it's $72,000 or $74,000. I haven't really checked recently. His payments are $1,600 a month.
Why are you so happy?
And then I'm thinking about it. That means not only do they have those two crazy payments on those cars, they paying for that house, which look nice. Number two, she said she bought an Audi in cash. Bro, this is not making sense at all.
I feel like I would not even be able to make myself force a smile if I was talking about myself or my significant other being in this kind of situation. That's over $3,000 a month that you are basically throwing away. If you guys have been paying $3,000 a month collectively for the last 2 years, that's $72,000 you've been tossing into these vehicles, and barely any of it whatsoever has gone towards you actually owning them. I kind of want to feel bad for these people, but I don't.
So y'all thought my $1,400 Tahoe payment was bad.
It is.
His truck payment is $1,600 a month with an APR of 14%.
If my wife outed me as a complete idiot in front of the entire internet, I think I would divorce her. Let's play one more round of the loan game. What do you guys...
And I hear a kid in the background. Bro, I don't know how they living.
think this loan...
I don't feel that bad about my life
84 months. Any guesses? $78,000 financed over 84 months at 14% interest is another $145,000.
So yeah, y'all stop coming after me for my bad finance decisions and go after him because he fucked up too.
No!
Too bad he didn't buy his truck for him. I did.
What?
So yeah, I messed them both up. Oops. So maybe we should just let his truck get repossessed and keep the Tahoe.
Don't keep either.
A $1,400 Tahoe payment is a whole lot better than a $1,600 truck payment.
Maybe you shouldn't be allowed to buy vehicles anymore because clearly you don't know what you're doing, okay? The words coming out of your mouth are genuinely insane. That's $280,000 on vehicles that will be worth maybe $40,000 put together by the time you've paid them off. And yes, I know, cars depreciate. You're never going to come out on top when you buy a car, but
Facts.
you can mitigate the damage by knowing how to finance something not like this. Okay?
Bro, the thing is, we really have to come back to reality and realize that cars are to get from A to B, bro. Cars are to get from A to B, and the only middle ground is based off of the efficiency of the car. How much am I going to pay in gas? How much maintenance am I going to do on it based off of the market? Like, based off of how reliable the vehicle is. People who buy expensive vehicles and they know they can't, like, pay for it are probably some of the most, like, probably some of the biggest idiots on earth. Because not only are you buying a depreciating ass, not only are you buying appreciating, Lord have mercy, a depreciating, not only are you buying a depreciating liability, but also you're putting yourself in a situation where you're never going to be able to get out of that. You resell the vehicle, you're not going to make as much money as you need to make in order to pay off Bro, I'm so tired of this.
Quick finance lesson with August. If nobody's teaching you this stuff, let me give you a quick rundown. You might watch this video and think, oh, financing is bad, financing is scary. No, you're wrong. Financing is good. Financing
Facts.
is great. Financing something, it's a lot of bad press on the internet for some reason, but financing is an extremely important tool, and if you know how to use it, you're going to come out on top. No matter what you buy, if you're financing something, you can probably assume that whatever you're buying is going to be worth less than what you bought it for once you're done paying it off. The one exception is houses, obviously. Houses tend to appreciate slowly over time. Last few years have been a bit crazy in that front, but eventually things will probably even out, right? But yes, you might think that it's best to buy a car in cash because you're getting the closest to what you're going to be able to sell it for if you don't finance it. Because financing is going to add a whole lot of money on top that you won't get back, and sure, I can understand why you might think that way, but that's not the case. Making large purchases in cash is almost never a good idea if you have a good credit history and good finances.
Facts.
For these people, if they really wanted this Tahoe, which clearly they did, for them, if they had to buy this Tahoe for some reason, then yes, it would be best for them to buy it in cash, because their alternative is an 11% interest rate over 84 months. But the trick is to not be an idiot and not buy a car you can't afford because you
Facts.
want to look the best at the local neighborhood soccer meeting. So when you buy a car you can afford that actually reflects how you live and what kind of money you're bringing in, you can...
And they low-key messed their credit up. There's no way the credit is gonna be good after this, bro. So then whenever you want to get another car or something else like that, they not even gonna offer you a good deal to finance it because your history's bad. You already showed the market that you're not good at paying stuff off. Bro, this is stupid.
And finance it and make money with the money you would have bought it with in cash. Let's take the example I brought up earlier. You're going to go buy a $30,000 Toyota Camry. You've got a pretty good credit score. You've saved some money for a down payment. Let's say you're going to get that car for a 4-year loan at 4% interest. Are you going to be able to go out and do that today? No, absolutely not. Interest rates are pretty depressing right now, but hopefully one day we will be back where we were about 10 years ago. So you buy that car, you finance it, and then you take that money that you were going to use to pay for the car in cash, and you pick out an index fund and you put it all in there. Then over those next 4 years, you average 7 or 8% returns. You are positive 3 or 4% interest a year on that money that would have went into buying that car. Now here's where it gets complicated, and this is also where I realize I've been talking for a long time, but I figure if you're still listening, you're interested.
Free game.
I'll continue. Unfortunately, you can't really count on positive returns over a 40-year long span. For an investment, 4 years is not a very long time. That is very much the short term, and you can't guarantee that you're going to make up for that 4% you're paying on that auto loan. Which is why when it comes to stuff like cars or anything that you're only financing for a few years, think like a water heater or a fridge. If you can afford to pay for it in cash, it's probably a pretty safe bet. However, when it comes to something like a mortgage, the game is entirely different. Again, right now, interest rates are absolutely insane for houses, so if you can somehow afford to buy a house in cash right now, good for you. You don't need this advice. But down the road, hopefully one day when interest rates are back to what they used to be, it's a far safer gamble to say that you're going to make up that 4 or 5% interest that you're paying on your house over 30 years in the stock market than you would over 4 or 5 when it comes to a car. So while it might seem like buying a house in cash would be the best thing ever, and don't get me wrong, it's definitely not a bad thing to do, you are likely leaving a lot of money to be made for yourself on the table. Financing and debt is the secret weapon of the wealthy. It's how they get rich. You know what's not the secret weapon of the wealthy? Spending $300,000 on a Chevrolet Tahoe and a GMC Sierra. Who would have thunk? Well, guys, I didn't really need to turn this video into a crash course on the...
Nah, you did a great job. Basically, what he said is for the people who wealthy, and I've started to learn this, I got to do better at it. This only works if you have a consistent income or if you have an income coming in. Basically, you get your money, you pay something off over time, you finance it, and as you build your credit, you get better deals. So, your interest rate will be lower. You'll pay a little bit less over the long term. You'll be able to finance it better, and you'll save money. And then basically you rinse and repeat the process so that you're not basically paying full out all of the money at one time. You know what I'm saying? You could pay it over time. And basically you're going to have some more bills But you building up your credit, and your credit is going to allow you to be more financially free, take trips, this, that, and the other. Basically, it's like basically having like a, why I keep saying basically having a, I said it again, having a good credit history is like having, is like basically, it's them saying that you're a reliable person. Jesus Christ. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And how do you feel about the financial crisis that we're in today's day? Are you, especially me, I feel like because I just graduated college, I hate that the state of society is how it is right now, but I'm trying my best to just stick it out, keep my nose down, and learn as much as possible so that when things do shake back, I'll come out ahead. And also trying to make as much money as I can right now, or keep a good amount of money in my pockets, because I feel like whenever like the economy's down, that's when you need to be gritting your nose and really making your money, so that whenever everything is back to normal, you can use that money that you've been building and you've been, saving up to put into, different investments. So even though I struggle with it because I am young and I'm like a baby when it comes to being an adult, I am aware, and that's the first step in my process of, hopefully one day being financially free. I try to keep my head on my shoulders and continue to learn, but it's going to be a process. Nothing comes overnight, but as long as you're taking the steps in the right direction, I believe that you can get to where you want to get. Let me know how y'all feel about the state of the economy and how you coping with it. And if you have any advice in the comment section for somebody who's really, really young. I think I'm 23 right now. I turned 24 this year. Any older people, if y'all have any advice for me in the comment section below, let me know any advice. Anyways, I'm out. Peace and love. Hope you guys enjoyed. This lady needs help. She needs help immediately.